In the least surprising OU bans of the generation, Chi-Yu and Espathra were both voted to stay in the Uber tier. No surprise to pretty much anyone with half a brain, respectfully. So this is going to be a really short video, because both of these have already been in Gen 9 OU, and the new Pokemon don't really change anything. So let me talk about that. Why is that? Why is that the case? So we'll start with Espathra. Espathra is a very funny Pokemon, the Lady Gaga bird y'all already know. Calm Mind, Protect, Dazzling Gleam, Stored Power. This is the main set I ran. The reason it was such a problem is because of the speed boost ability, raising its speed stage by 1 at the end of each turn on the field, which gives Stored Power an extra 20 base power for every just turn that you're alive at least. So you could just run Protect on it, and you could rack up speed boost, and that also means you're faster than everything, which we all know how much of a problem speed is. You could Terra Fairy and click Dazzling Gleam to get past your dark type defensive checks, so even a dark type couldn't really wall a Espathra that well. You have Calm Mind to boost your special attack and special defense. Calm Mind exponentially boosts your store power damage, and it also gives an extra 20 base power, plus the Spadef also is nice for just being able to tank hits. You would run a defensive spread on this thing, of course, to let it soak up as many physical hits as possible. I did this 128 speed stat, so that way it could outspeed base 119s at +1, so that would be Roaring Moon and Cinderace. That's kind of maybe as a weird tier point, but it doesn't really matter, because as long as you get 2 of them, you're pretty much guaranteed to be good to go. And another reason it was so good is because Shedtail was in the game. Now Shedtail isn't in the game anymore, but that doesn't really change anything, because even after Shedtail got banned, Espathra was still in the tier causing havoc. I think I have my order of operations right there. Because it was a short time when Sucklizer was banned and Orthworm wasn't really picking up in usage yet. So then what do we got here? We got Espathra with a substitute Calm Mind, Terra Blast, Stored Power. Terra Blast could be either Terra Fire or Terra Fighting to get past its biggest check, which would be King Gambit. And King Gambit would just fold to this thing too. But the thing is, King Gambit couldn't even, you can't play Sucker Punch Mind Games because you have Calm Mind and Substitute. I mean, it's just very hard to take down. With Substitute as well, it's impossible to status Espathra, which is another problem, obviously. Right now, the main set it's running in Ubers is the following: Stored Power, Dazzling Gleam, Roost, Calm Mind, Electric Seed to boost its defense by 1 stage, and yeah, just very bulky, tanky set. Obviously this set isn't used in OU that much because, there aren't really any relevant electric terrain setters right now. So, but it's good for Ubers. But anyway, the reason that its checks the new Pokemon coming in don't matter is because it was running Terra Blast anyway to get around its checks. It was running Dazzling Gleam anyway to get around its checks. So even if you're going to say, oh, well, Mr. 502, Heatran is a Fire Steel type, so it resists Stored Power and it resists Dazzling Gleam. Well, guess what? You just run Terra Fighting then anyway, and case closed, right? You can't do anything. And also, if you're calm-minded up anyway, Heatran can't even really do much to you, especially if you have Calm Mind and Sub Up, because then Magma Storm can't really, do its little swirly thing. So yeah, so basically Espathra can get past its checks regardless of what's in the tier. It gets exponentially scarier as the game goes on. It doesn't have really much that can counterplay to it. So that's why Espathra was very 8-2 vote, very in favor of its ban. Chi-Yu was not a unanimous vote, which actually shocks me looking at it now. But in case anyone wants to know why Chi-Yu is not allowed back in, 1 second. Gotta just type some things in here. Are we all good? Are we all? That's all I have to say about the fish. So, thank you all very much for watching. Shorter video today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. and I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have the verdict on whether Iron Bundle and Palafin will get back in the tier. My prediction is that both will remain banned, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.